welcome. All right, we have a major exclusive here, okay? You probably have never seen her before, all right, except for one time recently. And Miss Virginia V here uploaded a video of her and Diddy the mogul.
Yes.
Okay, so welcome to the A.
Thank you for having me.
We got you all the way in from Las Vegas.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm so honored that you're sitting down with me. Now, before we get into everything, I want to say that Virginia has never, ever done an interview. Okay. So I want you to be patient with her. All right. She has a valid reason as to why she's, telling her story, because when we spoke the other night after the video went up and it went viral, everyone was shocked, like, whoa, Diddy has a new girlfriend, has a new boo. You guys were like tongue kissing and there were some photos, and I know you got hella followers from that, because when Shade Room got it, it was over.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get it, it's over.
Yeah.
So, all right. So I want to start from the beginning, okay? Because we discussed a lot over the phone. Mm-hmm. Some very, very intimate details and things that just kind of made me go, wow, okay, about the specifics of you and Diddy's relationship. So I want to start from the beginning, okay?
Okay.
How long have you known Diddy?
I've known him for 5 years.
5 years. And
yes.
Do you mind telling me what year did you meet him?
I met him February 2014. Well, technically, the very first time I met him was September 2013, because I was at a fight in Vegas and I went to the Palms and he was hosting there. So I kind of met him there, but he says he remembered it vaguely. And then like 5 months later, I ran into him again in Miami, February 2014. So that's when we like officially met, I guess.
And what was that encounter like? When you met him and like you remember him, but he didn't remember you. Of course, everybody remembers Diddy. It's like,
yeah.
Diddy.
Well, I think he saw me and then he was like, this was at the Palms. He saw me and he asked who was I with, and I pointed to the guy I was with, and he kind of left me alone after that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing really transpired during that meeting in Miami?
No.
Okay.
Nothing. So, no. In Vegas.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay. So he was trying to holler in Vegas.
Yes.
Okay.
But then I told him I was with another man, so he kind of left me alone. But then I ran into him again February 2014.
Okay. And this was in Miami?
In Miami.
All right. And so what was that conversation like in Miami when you guys met up again for the second time and you weren't with a man? I don't think when we met in Miami, I don't think he remember me from Vegas. Okay.
He doesn't remember that.
Okay.
Until I told him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So what did he say? It was like serendipity or something?
He said he remembers it vaguely, but not really. So, but I don't know. I was with a friend. I was visiting a friend in Miami. She had moved to Miami from Nebraska, and I was visiting her. And we went out the night before I met him. So we were out all night, and me and her, we were with a couple of guys, and they were like, "Let's go to Puffy's house." So we were just like, okay, whatever. It was like 9 a.m.
Wow.
We were
Puffy's house at 9 a.m?
I mean, no one was there, but he was up too, though.
Okay.
And so we went to his house at like 9 a.m. And when I first walked in, I'm very like a chill person.
I can tell.
And so like I could walk into a White House and still be chill, but like inside I'm like screaming, oh my God. But when I came to his house, obviously I was kind of like, I don't know, guess like starstruck in a way, because I'm from Nebraska, so I'm not around none of this. So, but I'm chill though. And he came, so when I came, he was like, you not happy to see me? Oh. You at Diddy's house. That mean you made it.
The cockiness.
Yeah.
Okay, Diddy.
I was like, but yeah, that's.
And how old were you at the time?
I was 20, 21.
21.
Or 22.
Okay. And you're how old now?
I'm 27.
Okay.
Maybe 22.
So a long time.
Yeah.
These dates are crossing over. We'll get into that in a second. Okay. We're going to get messy in a second. All right. So you're at the house, you meet Diddy. So obviously he made you feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we've seen it. Diddy seems to be this like very just kind of inspirational, always just kind of over the top, DJ Khaled kind of personality.
Mm-hmm.
And so I take it did you guys like hit it off during that initial encounter at his house, or did it take some time?
No, not really. We were there probably for like an hour, I say. And he was talking to the guys that we were with.
Okay.
They were artists, so like they knew each other.
Okay.
So he was like talking to them most of the time. And then by the time we left, I had already gotten the car. And then he like walked over to the car and asked for my number.
Oh.
And so I gave it to him.
How'd that make you feel? Diddy asking for your number?
It made me feel... I don't know. It made me feel good, kind of, I guess.
Really? You didn't see him as like this old pervert asking for
No, not at all.
I know, because I see a 50-year-old dude. I'm like, at your age?
I mean, I knew
like,
he was older than me, but I've always hung out with older people in general, so it didn't make me... it didn't bother me.
Okay. Now, from that time of you meeting him and you give him your number... Mm-hmm. How long did it take before you guys actually made it official? Well, you made it official, but he was off, of course, doing other things, the way these dates are kind of lining
We
up.
never okay, let's be official. We never ever had that conversation. We just kind of knew, like we just felt like we were together.
Okay. So you spent a lot of time together.
We did.
Okay. So you were at the house. Did you meet his kids?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Now, when we spoke the other night, you said that things had gotten so serious that you became pregnant. Not once, but twice, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When was the first time you became pregnant with Diddy's child?
The first time was October 2014.
Okay. So this was like, what, a year after?
No, not a year, but because I met him in February and then I got pregnant in October.
Oh, so the same year.
The same year.
Okay. And you mind telling me what happened with that pregnancy?
I told him, and he was like, you're gonna get an abortion, right? And then I was like, I don't know. I don't know yet. And then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I just loved him, and and I was like trying to prove that I wasn't the girl that
was
wanted him for money.
Okay.
I just care about him, and I just wanted him to be nice to me. That's it. I was like, I don't want your money. I just want you to be nice to me.
Whether you decide to keep the baby or not.
Mm-hmm.
So would it be fair to say that he was an asshole about it? I mean, offering somebody $50,000 to abort a baby, whew, he must really want it gone bad.
I mean, in the beginning, like the first 3.5 years, he was... like the first 3-4 months, he was really nice, but then after that, he started being an asshole. So like I say, like the first 3.5 years, he was like mean to me.
So when you say mean, describe it.
He was abusive. He was like always belittling me, and always like he was like mentally, emotionally, and physically abusing me.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the first time we've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
There was an incident, of course, with Cassie, where reporters are saying that the police were called because they got into an altercation. I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me some of the things that he would say to you.
He would always compare me to Cassie and tell me that I'm the bad one and she's the good one.
And he was with both of you guys at the same time.
Yeah. And at one point, like, I was breaking out really bad with acne, and he would be like, he said this a few times to me. He was like, baby, why don't you go see a doctor or something? I don't date women with bumps on their face.
Oh.
Yeah, he would say that to me.
Take a drink. Relax. Okay? I can tell this is bringing up a lot. We have some tissues. Thank you, Jasmine. Okay. So, of course, that is very, humiliating, especially when you love someone and they tell you that you're not good enough for them.
Mm-hmm. He would like call me names like, he would call me a hoe every single day.
A hoe?
Yeah.
Why would he call you? Not that he had a reason, but like in his mind, what do you think prompted him to call you a hoe?
Now that I think about it, I think...
Oh, okay. Hold on. We're getting to use some tissue. I don't want you messing up your makeup, okay? You look gorgeous, okay?
Thinking back now, I think he did it because he wanted me to feel low about myself, like, so that I stick around him, because like no one would I don't know, I just feel like he'd try to I was naive and young when I met him, so I feel like he tried to take advantage of that and manipulate me. Mm-hmm. It made me feel low about myself.
Mm. Now let's talk about the physical abuse. If you're okay, are you okay with that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So obviously you terminated baby one because you loved him. Mm-hmm. How long after you guys started dating is when did the physical abuse start?
The first time it ever happened, which was not even like that long into the relationship, because I met him in February, and then it was probably like the beginning of May, because we were at Meek's Mill's birthday.
Okay.
He had like a mansion party, and we went, but while we were there, I was sitting here, and then Puff, and then Meek, but I was like covered with like a stand or something, like probably says like "Happy Birthday, Meek" or something like that, but it's like a little stand that like was covering me, because there was like a lot of cameras and stuff there. So it was like me, Puff, and Meek. Puff had like leaned forward to like talk to somebody, say hi or whatever. And so I turned over to Meek and I said, "Happy birthday." He put his hand out and he was like, "Thank you." So I reached his hand and shook it. And as I shook Meek's hand, he turned around and saw it, and he got so mad.
Wow.
And then we probably like stayed like 20 minutes after that happened. And then when we got in the car, he like grabbed my hair. We were in the one of those Escalating trucks. Okay. So I was sitting on this side, he was on the other side, and he like grabbed my hair and like cussed me out for doing that. He was like, "Why the fuck can I cuss?"
Yeah.
He was like, "Why the fuck you shaking his hand for?" Like just saying stuff like that.
It was just like a jealous rage.
Yeah, I was like, I was just saying happy birthday, nothing else. I think he thought I was trying to be sneaky behind his back, because I like reached over when he like leaned forward to talk to somebody else. So he thought I was trying to be sneaky.
And you were how old at this time?
I was 22 probably.
Wow. Okay.
And then he did this. So King Los was sitting in the back.
Okay.
And then when we got to the hotel, it got even worse. And he took one of my heels and tried to throw it at me, and then he like mushed my face and like really hard and made my nose bleed.
Wow.
And the only person that every time me and he like we get into like fights like that, the only person that ever helped me was D-Rock. Everyone else just kind of just allowed it to happen and just like looked the other way.
So most of his entourage were, I guess, enablers.
Like his staff.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
And they wouldn't say anything. They would just watch him.
No, not watch it, but kind of just walk away and just leave us alone and not really step in to stop.
Wow. Now, what made you stay? Because obviously there's baby number 2, and then there's more beatings, according to you, that happened after that, because that was just the first time. What made you stay?
Because I just thought, that he was only being like that because he loved me.
Get you a tissue. I don't want you messing up your makeup, okay? I'm sure you've shed enough tears about this, so.
Because, I mean, I grew up watching my mom get beat by my dad, so that's all I knew. So I just thought it was normal, and I thought it just mean he loved me.
Do you know most domestic abuse victims don't talk about their abuse? They're ashamed of it. They feel like as if they've done something to deserve it.
Yeah, I felt that.
Let's talk about baby 2. When did baby 2 come?
Last year in August.
So talk about that conversation. You're pregnant. You tell him. And this is obviously after 6 years of you guys being together.
And mind you, it wasn't my fault that I got pregnant. I told him, because I have like this period app and it tells me when I'm ovulating and stuff. So I told him that I'm ovulating, so don't do it. But he just did it anyway. And then I got pregnant, and he like, okay, just get an abortion, like no hesitation. But this time was harder for me because I had been with him for so long, and I was like really in love with him, and part of me wanted to keep it, but he didn't want it. So we had agreed to get it, but I only agreed to it because he told me to. And then we went to Turks and Caicos like a couple days later, and during that time he was like giving me drinks, like alcohol, like giving me drinks to drink, and I was just like, I'm not comfortable. He was like, you're gonna get an abortion anyways. And but he was like kind of being distant towards me during the whole trip. And when we came back, he had like, when we came back on Sunday, because we were there for a whole week, we were gonna do it that next day, Monday. So when we came back from Turks on Sunday, he had like left me to go meet up with Cassie. So he kind of just left me there for like half the day, and I was like, how are you gonna leave me when you want me to do this thing tomorrow? And he was just like obviously making excuses why he had to go.
And this was just last year.
So because he left on Sunday, I was like, I'm not doing this tomorrow. Like, I need some time to think. And so I told him that. I was like, I need time to think about it some more. Like, I'm not comfortable. And he was like, well, then you can get out my house. Like, he just being mean to me. He was like, I did this and this and this for you, and now you're not gonna, you told me you was gonna do it, and now you're not doing it anymore. Like, you could get out my house.
Wow, that's a lot to go through. I just couldn't imagine being like forced to get rid of a child, you know, especially if I'm under the impression that I made this child out of love. Like,
and not only that, when I had the second abortion, I had to go home I had to go home 2 days later because he had to go on a trip to Burning Man.
To Burning Man?
To Burning Man, which is in Nevada. It's like a festival in the desert.
Okay.
So I had to go through that. And then he went to Burning Man and he just left me like fucked up. He didn't because you don't have service in Burning Man because it's just a desert. So I couldn't get a hold of him, or like he can't, or his texts weren't coming through. But like I was just at home by myself, just fucked up in my head, and he didn't even care. Like, if it was me, I mean, it was like if he had to do something traumatic like that for me, like I wouldn't just leave him and go on a trip.
Mm-hmm. Anything could have happened to you and you couldn't get in contact with him.
Yeah, I did that, and then he goes and leave me.
Besides the first time where you said it was like at Meek's party and he grabbed your hair and stuff like that, like, can you name a few more instances?
The other time was he had caught me texting another man. We was in Miami, and it got really crazy that time. We was upstairs, and he had we were in his closet, and he pushed me, and I fell to the ground, and then he stood over me. So I was laying on my back, and he stood over me, and he started punching me like this. He avoided my face, but he started punching me on the side of my head, and I was just covering my face. And he did that, and then after he got done doing that, he because he was standing, his legs were in between me, so he stomped on my stomach really hard, and I took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe, and he kept hitting me, and I was pleading to him, can you stop? I can't breathe. And he stopped for a little bit. He grabbed my hair from the back and was punching the back of my head, because he was just avoiding my face when he was hitting me.
Wow.
The next big fight we got into was I can't remember if it was in November or beginning of December of last year. At that point I was fighting back because I just had enough of his shit, and he kept pushing my buttons, and I was just trying to calm the situation down before it got worse, and he just kept pushing me, and then so I left his bedroom and I went down to like the meditation room. It's kind of like a guest house, like it's like separate from his house, and he followed me there. And he like continued talking shit to me, and I just got to the point where I was just so angry that I like took a bottle of De Leon and then I like smashed it on the ground, and he was like, you bitch, you did that at my house with my kids here, bitch, my kids is here. And then I ran out the meditation room, or yeah,
meditation room. Okay.
And he chased after me. He pushed me to the ground outside, and he took my hair and like was dragging me across like the grass in my hair with my hair, and then after that, like a couple hours later, like it was the weekend, so we had people coming over, and he just like acted like nothing happened. So I mean, but that's all the time. Like every time.
And when you say acting like nothing happened, like what were his mannerisms?
Like he was just dancing and like laughing and talking to me like we just didn't just get into a physical fight.
Wow. When was the last time he put hands on you? When was the last time?
It was like in November, December of last year.
Of 2018?
Yeah. That was the last time.
And tell me about that incident. That
was the meditation room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot. Let's talk about the other girls. One in particular, Cassie, because he was very public with Cassie.
Mm-hmm.
And according to you actually met him when he was with Cassie.
Yeah.
So could you explain to me how this like came to be and what made you stay even though he was with Cassie? What was he telling you?
When I first met Puff, I did not find him I didn't like him like that.
Okay.
But eventually, like, he grew on me because after I met him in Miami, he invited me to All Star, which was like the week after, like Valentine's Day, around Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So I went to All Star.
Talking to the mic.
Oh,
so
sorry.
We can hear you. No, you're good.
So I went to All Star, and then after that, like, we just kept hanging out, and after only a month, he told me he loved me, and I was like, no, you don't, because I thought that I would, if anything, I thought I would be the first one to feel like that. So I didn't believe him, and then after that, I was like, maybe he does love me. So he like grew on me more and more, and he like would do all these nice things for me, and that is what kept me around.
Okay. And you knew about Cassie?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, did Cassie know about you is the question.
She did. She knew about me like 4 months into the relationship.
Okay. And how did you find out about that, Cassie knowing about you?
Because she reached out to me.
Oh, she did?
Mm-hmm.
What did she say?
On
Instagram or just
no text?
Okay.
Basically, she just said to just leave him alone.
Okay.
But she reached out to me like a few times after that, and she was never like nasty to me. She didn't call me names or nothing. She was always nice. I don't know if it was fake or not, but she was always nice.
Okay. And so what was your response to Cassie?
She told me, like, the last time I spoke to her, which was like a couple years ago, she told me, she was like, she called me at like 4 a.m. and was like, hey, I just had a dream and I just wanted to call you and tell you that I don't hate you. I don't have bad blood towards you or anything like that.
Let's talk about the women. Because obviously, like, of course we know, You said it was definitely you and Cassie,
Mm-hmm.
but were there others?
He's always told me that it was just only us two, but I don't believe him because I always catch him like texting other girls and stuff like that. So like after my abortion, it was this girl named Jordan. I mean, it was girls before that, but it's like after the abortion, it was just like too much for me to handle, and it was just like Jordan, and then the Jocelyn girl, and then the cat girl, and then just recently Lori Harvey,
Steve Harvey's stepdaughter.
yeah. We was here in Atlanta for Super Bowl. He invited me to come, and I did, and we were staying at this house he rented out, and we were having parties the whole weekend, and she had came over, and I noticed that they were gone for like a long time, and I was like looking everywhere for them, asking like everyone if they seen him, and everyone just told him no. But then like I remember like I like turned around and I saw him, and then I looked this way and then I saw her, like they reappeared together. I mean, separately, but like reappeared at the same time. Because I was looking for her too. At the same time I was looking for him, because I suspected that he like snuck away with her. And now she's like at family functions, and like he invites her to his events and stuff in Miami, and they was just in Virginia not too long ago.
Wow. Now, I know you had mentioned there was pictures of girls that you found, like naked photos of girls and stuff, like while you guys were together.
Mm-hmm. Like his nanny or whatever, her name was like Nikki. I saw like her sending him pictures of her vagina to his phone, and I asked him, and he was like, well, what do you expect? You're fucking with a rock star. Like that's what he would say to me.
A rock star.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Or superstar, whatever he said.
What about like of any other of the women that you just named?
Oh, and on my birthday, he had shown me a picture of me and him, the first pic that we ever took, and I was like, you should save that as your screensaver. So he was like, I don't know how. So I was trying to show him, and I saved the picture to his photo album on his phone, and then I clicked on the photo album to like set it as a screensaver, and I saw a picture of him and Lori, like the same exact pose.
What do you mean?
I mean, the same exact pose that he took with me.
Okay.
And he did the same with Lori.
Were they clothed or not?
No.
They weren't clothed?
No.
Lori Harvey.
I mean, I didn't see the whole body. I just seen like up here, like up,
okay,
like from her chest and up.
And did you ever have any problems with Lori?
No, I don't have any more problems with her.
Or any of the other women? Because I know you said Cassie was, of course, very respectful, but she still wanted you to step back. Yeah,
no, I mean, it makes me angry a little bit, but I know that it's not their fault. Okay. So I don't have any, I'm not angry with them.
Wow. Now, I kind of hate to bring this up, but if Diddy is messing with Lori, wasn't his son Justin messing with Lori as well?
I'm not sure what their relationship was, but I know that Justin was trying to talk to her when we were here at Super Bowl.
Wow. So does his family know about you? Have you met his family? Have you lived in the houses? Because I know he has a few houses and things like that. So.
No, I never lived in his house, but yeah, I know his whole entire family.
Okay. And so the family knew about you and Cassie at the same time.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you ever, I guess, feel any sort of anger towards Cassie? Never.
I mean, I felt like a little jealous, like wishing that I could do the things that she get to do with him. You know, like, and what did you ever talk to?
Did you ever talk to Diddy about that?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
He don't care. I just had to play my position.
What type of did he ever talk to you about him and Cassie's relationship?
No, he always spoke highly of Cassie.
Did Cassie know about your pregnancies? Do you think? No?
No one knew until now.
Okay. So the video is out. Everyone obviously knows while watching this interview that you did upload the videos out of spite to actually prove that you and Diddy had a relationship. So when you did come forward, there was actually receipts. How did Diddy react to you uploading the videos, being that you guys weren't on speaking terms? And he's always kept you out of the public.
I didn't speak to him that day because I guess he had surgery that morning. And then when he woke up from his surgery, he was like, what's going on?
What surgery?
Oh, he had a soldier.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. He was like, I only know this from his son because he called me like, or whatever. But I guess he was like, what's going on? Like, I just woke up. I didn't do anything. And he never does anything.
Okay. Now, you said there was a text message that you received from him.
Oh, yeah. So I hit him the next day, though, and I said, hey, I just want to let you know that E! News reached out to me. And that's all I said. And he responded and said, TMZ is working on a story with you and Tristan Thompson, and I never even met Tristan in my life.
Wait. I want you to be clear with that. Wait a minute. So he responded.
He responded and said, TMZ is working on a story with you and Tristan Thompson, LOL.
Harvey. Put that camera on me. Harvey. So you've never met Tristan?
I've never met Tristan.
Okay. And Harvey was going to put together a story for Diddy to make it seem like you guys were no longer together because you were obviously messing with Tristan. So he was going to create a scandal, is what you're saying.
I guess.
How'd that make you feel when you heard that? I mean, they always using Tristan Thompson for something. I really believe they used Tristan Thompson to get Jordan Woods out of that Kardashian clan. Like, if you ask me, they plotted that. You know what I'm saying? It was just way too close to home. Like, you know.
It was like, I felt, I mean, it wasn't like nothing new to me because it's like now that I know Puff, I was like, he would do some shit like that to me because he's done so many fucked up things to me. But it's just like I posted a video of us loving each other. You know, it's not like I didn't say anything. I just posted videos and pictures of us loving each other. Nothing else.
And why do you think he, I guess, seems like he was trying to fix it? Why do you think he was trying to fix it?
Like,
I guess I guess the publicity that was surrounding the videos and pictures that you uploaded. Why would he say to you that TMZ is trying to fix, like, I guess is working on a story? Because obviously he's trying to fix it. Why do you think he would try to shut it down? I mean, we're under the impression he's single and being like, you know, the best dad of the year, of the century, you know?
I mean, he talks to other girls, so I don't know if he's telling other girls that he's single, and I don't know what he's saying to other girls. Maybe he's trying to hide that from the new girls.
Okay.
I'm not sure why it's such a big deal if he's single.
I notice you shake, like when you talk about this. It makes you nervous?
A little bit. I mean, it's because I really did love and care about him. Like, it was like unhealthy because I say it's unhealthy because it was like I didn't care about myself because I just care about him. And I would do like selfless things for him, and then I wouldn't get anything reciprocated. But then I would watch him like treat other women better than he treat me.
It still bothers you.
It does because it's still fresh. You know, the last time I seen him was in April. I mean, it's been months, but I think I never had a man put his hands on me. So, it's like he put his hands on me and made me feel like it was always like a push and pull with him. It's like he would pull me close to him and push me away at the same time, which confused me. And I don't know, it just hurts.
The other night when we spoke, you said that in addition to you saying that you honestly thought that this was what love was. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that really broke my heart. I mean, it's not too many things that make me like choke up. But when you said that, it really, I mean, I just laid down thinking like all night, like, wow, you know, like just to really hear you. And it's like you believed it, you know, that this is what love is.
Yeah, I really thought
so
that.
young, you know. Mm-hmm. You mentioned because you mentioned to me that he had done good things as well as bad things. And those bad things were the beatings that you allege and things like that. And so I wanted to ask you, when you compare those good things, because you shared with me, like he's, of course, helped you move. I guess giving you gifts and things like that. After our conversation, because obviously you're here now because you had to think about it because you weren't, you know, sold on like coming to tell your story.
Yeah.
What made you change your mind and come forward?
He had like cut me off.
Okay. When did he cut you off?
He cut me off beginning of May.
This year?
Yes, this year. He cut me off and so I was just gonna like move on gracefully and like just let it go and like, because I'm not like a petty, spiteful, malicious person. I was just whatever, you know. But then he like keep reaching out to me, hit me up on Instagram. I blocked his number, so he was just hitting me up on Instagram saying like, I miss you, call me. So finally, you know, I relapsed, and because I was missing him too, and so I reached out to him. I texted him like, hey, and we were talking like, hey, how are you, type of stuff, and then it like the conversation went left, like it always does. It went left, and he was like, you're so disrespectful, like you don't know what you did, like I've been helping you so many years, you and your daughter, and that's how you treat me. And he like not once mentioned or acknowledged anything that he's done to me. And it's like, I just had enough. Like, I don't know, it just angered me what he was saying. And I was like, you need to be held accountable for your actions, because I'm not the first and maybe not the last person that you're going to do this to. Everyone else had let you or allowed you to just get away with it, including me. Mm-hmm. And you need to be held accountable for your actions. And maybe, hopefully, this will prevent him from doing it again to another woman. And I know that, and another reason why I want to do this interview, because I know that there's plenty of girls out there who are young and naive and didn't know no better like me. And that's what old rich men prey on and try to manipulate them and abuse them. And whoever's watching this, I hope like it opens up your eyes to the real truth. Like, yeah, he could say he loves you and this and that, but if he's putting his hands on you, that's not love.
Did you ever, I guess, call the police or never?
No, because, I mean, I was scared.
Did he ever threaten you? Like, if you were to say something?
Not that I could think of right now, no.
Okay.
I think he just knew that I wouldn't.
So explain, because I know a lot of viewers are going to be asking, because obviously the videos told a different story. They were under the impression that everything was all good between you and Diddy. Mm-hmm. And then when I got the call that, no, this was something that you intentionally did. Mm-hmm. And I just kind of want you to explain why you uploaded the videos of you and Diddy making out. And now everyone's under the impression that you guys are like this new couple, but this has actually been history. Like, I mean, this is history between you two.
I did it out of spite because during the whole relationship, he made me feel like he loved me so much, and like he made me feel like we had like a special friendship and all that stuff, and like, but like no one thinks that. Like, I would get hate messages all the time, like from like fake pages, and that's, and I was just sick of it, and I was sick of him.
Hate messages? What would they say?
Like,
so obviously there were some people that knew about you guys, but
yeah,
just not the public.
Yeah.
Okay. So what were some of those messages that you would get?
Like stop messing with him. Like, you know, he's with so and so, and you know he's texting so and so. He's liking so and so's pictures. You think he cares about you? No, because he's talking to plenty of other girls. Like, I would just always get those kind of messages.
How do you feel now getting this out right now?
I feel good. I feel like I said it, you know, because I kept it all in to myself. I had friends to talk to, and I would tell them, but I feel like they never really understood me. And they're from Nebraska, so they don't know. Mm-hmm. So I kept it to myself a lot, and it was driving me crazy. And now saying it, I feel freer, more liberated.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now, are you under any sort of therapy right now?
No, but I do want to start to talk to a therapist. Okay.
We can help you out with that, like, you know, putting you in contact with some therapists in Las Vegas, because I do think, being that you experienced that, you know, it's like you were a child and you were, you know, in a very toxic environment, mm-hmm. and then you go into the relationship thinking that this is normal because this is what you were raised to see and think it was okay. So moving forward, to make sure that you don't make the same choices that you made, okay? And you'll be able to recognize the signs of when you see someone who carries those traits. Therapy will help you to really kind of pinpoint those factors and uncover you so that you'll be able to choose someone that will be able to fulfill your needs and love you like you should be loved, because you got a beautiful little girl.
Thank you.
She's so full of life. And we want her to keep that life energy. You know what I'm saying? Because those are that's our future, you know? I have a daughter as well, and, you know, I make sure that I protect her because I want her to always keep that fire and that spark when it comes to life. And everything that you do, she will see and feel. She may not ever be there, but she can feel it when mommy's sad and when mommy's happy. So we need to make sure that mommy is always happy or able to cope when she's not, to make her daughter feel like this is okay, this is a part of life, and we're going to get through this.
He's hit me in front of her once.
Oh, shit. He hit you in front of your child. Now, I wonder how many women he's probably hit in front of his kids.
None, because he don't want them to see him like that.
He has daughters. Like, why? That type of karma is real. You know, they may not be able to see daddy doing it, but they'll be able to feel it. You can tell, you know. And let me ask you something. When you said that he hit you in front of your daughter, how did she react?
She was 3 at the time, and so when it was over, we went downstairs because we were at his house. So we went downstairs, and she's like, she calls him Poppy, and she's like, Poppy hit you? And she said that in front of one of the house manager, and she heard it, and I think someone, like, I'm sure someone said something to him because that was the only time that ever happened in front of her.
Is there anything you want to say to him? You want to look at the camera and say to Diddy?
I don't know. I just feel like
if you had, like, if this was the last conversation that you guys would ever have, like, and obviously I'm sure, you know, being on the phone with each other, you guys obviously don't get each other's point across. But when you do stuff like this is like writing a letter. You know, that's one thing I've learned going through therapy. Is when you write a letter, not only do you get to get it out, but the other person, there's no dialogue to go back. So they only have to hear you. So this is your moment for, like, your letter.
That's funny. I've tried to express how I feel so many times to him through text. I write, like, paragraphs, tell him on the phone, in person. I even wrote letters to him. But it, like, never changed.
Well, I want to thank you for having the courage to come forward, because I don't think, and I don't think you realize your power now that you possess, but I'm sure there's, if this has happened, I'm not saying if, being that this has happened to you, because this is your story, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you're lying. This is your story, you know. I'm sure that there are a lot of people that are going to be thanking you, and it may not come out the way that it should, but just know that this is the first step to taking your power back, you know? And the more you own that, the less people will try you, because they don't know, you know? So you're a very beautiful girl. You have a beautiful daughter.
Thank you.
Do you have anything, like, you know, being that you were, I guess, with Puff for so many years, what type of things are you working on now that you guys are, like, separated?
Right now, I just became the official face for hemp water lifestyle.
Hemp water?
Yes.
Okay.
It has 10 milligrams of CBD in it. Tastes really pretty good.
Nice. Nice, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So look at you coming out, speaking your truth. You know what I'm saying? Claiming, owning your power. Now you got endorsement deals. And you don't need none of his money.
Nope.
That's what I'm talking about.
And more to come, too. More to come.
More to come? Put some money in my pocket? Look. Listen. Girl, get it while you can, okay?
Right.
Get it while you can. Listen.
Exactly.
Well, is there anything else you want to share to the viewers so that they can get to know you? Because I'm sure that you're going to be, this is not going to be the first time you're going to tell your story. Because I think, in this industry, especially with Hollywood and this business of entertainment, there are just so many girls like you said, and they don't say anything because, one, they're scared, and there's other reasons. They want to get ahead. They think that they're not going to be able to make it. But for you, you are a walking testimony that there is life after this. And so now you have a manager who's helping to solidify deals for you to move up with your modeling career. And so would you be open to speaking at like different like functions to kind of talk to girls who have like been through abusive relationships such as yourself, especially with being in, relationships with high-powered people? Yes,
of course. I want to help women.
Okay.
I like to help. It makes me feel good. So that's another reason why I wanted to do this interview, because I know that there's women out there who would watch this and it would give them light, maybe, and open their eyes to like a different perspective.
And I want to say this, and I'm just going to say hypothetically, what if the reason Cassie wasn't mean to you is because she was going through the exact same thing? Did you ever think about that?
I'm not sure what she knew about me, but I'm pretty sure she could feel me in a way. Because she even was like, because when she said, I don't have no hate towards you, I've been in your position. She said that to me, so... Yeah,
because I think the crossover was between her and
Kim.
Kim. So, but she seems happy now, and she's pregnant fast. And so,
good for her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And so, like, just for her to be in a relationship that long, and then to only be in this short relationship with her new guy, and now she's pregnant. So I think like the reason, and I'm just saying hypothetically, let me speak for her. I'm glad that she was never disrespectful towards you, because I'm sure that she kind of understood maybe this girl is going through the same thing that I'm going through. Maybe she's scared, or she's, probably being hit and things like that. And so
maybe, but she definitely did want me to stop talking to her man.
She did. Okay, I'm just trying to play the good guy here. Like, I always personally believe that I think people who date the same people should eventually talk, because it's like, I say this all the time on my show. You may want to hate that ex, but that ex will have some information that could possibly be beneficial to you. You'll be surprised at how many girls will find out things, or be trying to, or, exes will try to tell the new girls things and they don't listen, and then they find themselves in that same situation. So I'm always like, hey, just listen to them.
Yeah. No, I don't have no ill feelings towards his exes or his new girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. You just moving on.
I'm just glad it's over.
Okay. Virginia V. All right, y'all heard that. That is Virginia V's truth. Okay. I mean, that takes a lot of courage to come out against Diddy. I mean, for real. And it takes a lot of courage to do the interview against Diddy, because I'm like, hey, if you out there putting your hands on people and forcing girls to abort babies and stuff, that I like, no, I'm sorry. We're not doing that. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And do you feel good?
Yeah,
you feel
I feel
relieved?
good now. Yes, I do.
All right. So I do my signature outing. Is there anything else I need to add before we cut this interview?
Oh, no. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay. Tell everybody where they can find you and follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Gina V Huynh, HUYNH.
Okay. All right, cool. And I will definitely be sharing your profile in the description box of the video. So if you want to follow her, ask her some questions, maybe you want some advice if you're in the same situation as Gina has been in. So you're open to talking to other girls in your DM, or now you're going to go live and
yeah, I probably will.
Okay. I hope to see your face out there more. I'm sure TK gonna handle that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna do my signature outing. All right. Now I gotta go.